Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the new Marvel Legends Wolverine from that wave of X-Men Legends from Toys R Us. This is basically a Marvel Now Wolverine. You know, we've seen this body, what, at least three different times now, maybe four, including this one, four I think, and you know, the body sculpt is still fine. There's really nothing too bad about any of the sculpt, except we don't get that ankle articulation that we want. It can't go forward at all, so that's disappointing. Otherwise, the sculpt is fine. I can't really complain. It's one of my favorite Wolverine sculpts. But this is not necessarily going to be a positive review. I know what you're thinking, Anthony, you like to give negative reviews, and here's the thing, I really don't. I feel that I have to, because that's the whole point of doing a review, is to point out the good and bad. Just while we're talking, he's about 6 1/4, and unfortunately, a lot of these figures have had a lot more bad than good, so I have to point it out, and unfortunately, this is another one of those figures. I don't know if people were excited for this Wolverine or not. I wasn't, because I think the face sculpt looked bad when they first showed it, and having it in hand, I think it looks even worse. It's very, you know, there are some angles that it looks okay, but he's got a very kind of like sunken in face. Like his cheeks stick out a lot. His nose is really flared looking. His eyes are really wide. They're really wide set and kind of low, or at least the nose is high. I don't know. It looks really weird to me. The hair is sculpted pretty well, and I think the face could be better if it was just kind of tweaked a little bit. I think this one looks, he almost looks like the actor that played Gollum in the Lord of the Rings, Andy Serkis or something like that. I can't remember his name exactly, but he kind of looks like that guy, which doesn't look like Wolverine, so that really bothers me. And then they have the sculpted cowl back here, which is okay, but it doesn't look like they put that much effort into it, really. It just looks really cheap, like really cheap. So I don't care for that. The paint job is as crappy as ever. You know, there's blue and yellow spots all over the place. The yellow lines are not clean. There's some kind of marking there. There's black marking there. There's rubbed off area for the gold and red there. The red is not the same red throughout because it's translucent and you can see the blue underneath. The gold is metallic there and there, so I'll give them that. But if you even look here, the belt that's not sculpted at all, the red center part is not centered. There's no gold on the top or the bottom of the belt, so it's just that surface. Doesn't look good. The paint's all smudgy just about everywhere. He's got a big poop mark on his butt. I don't know how well that's showing up, but he's got a big poop stain right there, so that's no good. The lines, they're not horrible on this guy. They're not as bad as some of the past Wolverines, so I'll give him that. The lines on the pants are okay. There's no paint on the boots other than the soles of the feet. The claws, they aren't the good metallic looking claws. They're the cheaper gray ones. There's no paint on the gloves. The hair on his arm is okay, I guess, except there's none on the bicep at all, so it looks kind of strange. And there's none on this arm at all, so that looks really strange. There's no shading in the hair. He's mostly orange instead of yellow. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but he's mostly that orangish color from the X-Men 5-pack from Toys R Us. That was a huge pile of steaming garbage. So he's orange instead of yellow. So if you want to pop on the other Wolverine head onto this body to have the more accurate Astonishing or Marvel Now, whichever version it is, I've lost track at this point, you can't do it without repainting it because the yellows aren't even close to matching. So this is a Wolverine figure that is a giant pass, if you ask me. At this point, we really don't need more Wolverines, and we definitely, excuse me, we definitely don't need a Wolverine that is subpar, and this one is definitely subpar. The body is sculpted great, but we've had that before. The head is sculpted not so great, and the paints are definitely not so great. So unless you're looking for fodder for customs, this is an easy pass. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.